Hey, this is Steve Keller with a generic MLM training on this question here. Can I build two companies at the same time? Right? I mean, a lot of people in MLM are a little ADD and they like to do multiple things at a time at once. And I would say the answer is yes and no at the same time. The question really is, what do you actually want to build? What do you want to build? Do you just kind of like doing MLM and playing around and like making a little bit of money and being involved in something? Or do you want to take something and do something really extraordinary with it? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. So, often people go, well, I'm doing two things at once. Great. But what they don't realize, there's a couple issues that you're not realizing. One is that even if it looks like both are growing, you're likely going to top out at a certain business level, a certain income level, and that at that point then not understand why you can't move forward, right? I would say often that's at like maybe a $5,000 a month in income. If you work really hard and you're an amazing recruiter and you're doing both at the same time. And there's a couple of hidden issues behind this. One is that maybe you can do it, but maybe most people can't do what you're doing. And then you are modeling something for your team that they're simply not going to be capable of doing, So, for example, I recruit a lot of people, right? And I could probably do it. In fact, here's the thing, I have made really good money from more than one company at a time. But I only ever presented one company as the business I was doing. And although I would sell a product from another network marketing company, I never engaged and or supported and or promoted that as a business opportunity and allowed people to do what they want, but I was not ever like, yeah, we're doing this as a business. Does that make sense? A couple other things to realize is that, if you want to really build an extraordinary business with a network marketing company, one thing is you really need significant leaders to join you, okay? And significant leaders join other leaders and people are focused, okay? So you may be recruiting a lot of people for your multiple network marketing companies, but you're going to have a real hard time recruiting actual professionals. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example. In 2020, I saw this product that I really loved. It was in network marketing. The lady who introduced me to it, I joined her. And after being in her downline for a bit, I'm like, oh, you're not actually all in on this company. You're doing a couple different things at once. And I looked at this situation and I go, nope, I'm out. I will not build an organization under a leader who is double-minded. That makes sense? And so I actually terminated that position and I found someone else who I felt would give my downline better support because they were 100% focused on one company, right? And unfortunately for that woman, I ended up being the number one recruiter internationally in that company in 2020. But again, as a leader, I'm not going to join someone else who is not focused on the company that I want support in. So the other thing to realize is that if I am actively building multiple businesses, one thing, my program here is supposed to track me automatically. I've got a fancy rig set up here. Anyways, so one other thing to realize is that if you're actively building a couple companies, even if you're not specifically reaching out to other people, it's going to create a lot of stress for the relationships, especially if you move up the ranks a bit with one or both companies that you're working with, right? Because they don't see you as a safe person, okay? And if you're okay with that, that's fine. But realize that you're going to cause conflict and tension in one, probably both companies that you're actually actively growing in. Does that make sense? So, hope that wasn't too confusing. So the answer is yes and no. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to build something amazing, you're going to have to pick one to do the business with. I sell products from a lot of different network marketing companies and make a little bit of money from a bunch of them. But I'm super clear that there's only one that I'm actually building business with. Anyways, hope that helps. Hope you have a great day.